Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's Monday, and although I should be sleeping and all that kind of stuff there, but it's just I'm having like, I don't know what it is. It still feels like it's like abdominal pain a little bit, but it's more like a stabbing pain than the usual that soreness or whatever, that burning sensation that they have, a little bit, when I had the supposed gallstones at that time, but I don't know if this is like actual gallstones or something like that, but there's one of the things that I have completely forgot to mention it to you guys about it, like why I had decided not to have the whole gallbladder taken out at that time was mainly because I was having like some second thoughts about it, and I think what really drove me to have second thoughts was when the Channel 7 had like something like Consumer Reports about like the rating of hospitals, and then the hospital that I went to as far as that time there, for like the emergency room there was given a bad grade by the Consumer Reports as far as that goes, and although I think I was just being a bit skeptical a little bit and having like all these second thoughts, and Mom was like, "Oh, you're just being paranoid, Scott," or something like that sort of thing, like. But then again, it's like Mom always just does that every time when I have second thoughts about certain things. Like Mom would say something like, "Oh, you're just being paranoid, Scott, that's no big deal." That sort of stuff,
Did the two of you have a plan to check
I mean,
that night when she got
it's one of those
separated?
little things that it just really irks me about some people like that. They always say things like that when I have second thoughts and then about it, and then it only strengthens my resolve as far as to have these type of doubts in the first place when they're going around doubting my second opinions or something like that, and then trying to dismiss it as being paranoid or something like that, But as far as I could tell, it's like a lot of times I think it's like it always it's like deep down maybe it was like I was always right about something like that, when it's just the intuition just tells me to certain things, that sort of stuff there. So anyways, as far as that goes, I'm not sure if I really wanted to have out now if it is. I mean, I feel like if it comes out, if it really has to go, then it really has to go, that sort of thing. And I just didn't really want to just jump right into the operating table just like that, not knowing the full extent of certain things, but and in a way, if it was really fit more of like the gallstone symptoms, as it were, because it just didn't really entirely fit the gallstone symptoms. I would have already had the gallbladder out, but mainly it was because it was just one thing after another, and that was one of the reasons why I was being a bit hasty about it, I mean, I shouldn't say hasty. I mean, I should say that I was just being a bit apprehensive about the whole thing, and I should have really just waited out and see as far as what I want to do with like that sort of thing, But in any case, I think it's just maybe I'm just having that kind of thing just because of like of drinking all Coke or something like that, and I probably just can't really drink a lot of Coke anymore as I used to.
Since a canvas of the area had
You know,
not
which sucks really, you know.
they turned to the media,
You know,
hoping for a lead.
because it's one of the reasons why I changed my mind about like the whole gallbladder surgery in the first place, was because I was just afraid of like I have to cut certain foods out or something like that, you know.
Would soon generate the first
And I just didn't really want to do that.
a clue
I mean,
that ultimately
I
shed
just didn't
light
really
on
want to
the
go around and cut certain foods out, you know. As far as that goes, and it really, and I think as far as that goes, I mean, I was like really upset over that time there when everybody was having like the whole 4th of July stuff, and right around when I was having like the supposed gallstones and all that kind of stuff, and then feeling really bad that I can't really have my hamburgers and all that, and especially it was part of like the whole 4th of July kind of thing, you know, and that really kind of got me all upset there, you know. And then I think at that entire time, you know, but that, well, I mean that wasn't really a part of like that. I mean, I'm digressing a little bit there, but in a way, I mean, that was one of the other things that happened that year, you know. But as far as I know, as far as in 2012, you know, when I got back in touch with like Brad and all that sort of stuff there, you know, and I was trying to get that sort of thing off the ground and try to, you know, see if I can kindle that sort of relationship there, and I think it just didn't happen at that point. I think that's what really bothered me that year too. And I think it was something like that with Ricky at that time too. That was back in 2013, you know, and I think it was just, I don't know, maybe it was just, I was probably just waiting for them to do the next part of it, you know, and all that, when maybe I shouldn't even wait for them and all that point, or that if I wanted them to do that sort of part in the other half of the equation, or the other half of the leg work and all that, you know, I should have at least told them about that they should also do the other half of the leg work, you know, instead of me having to do all the leg work there in the first place, you know. I mean, I digress, you know. So, anyways, I can't believe all that kind of stuff was like 4 years ago, to tell the truth, you know. So, anyways, talk to you guys later.